Welcome back, Rare Coin Insider. Have you ever looked at the loose change sitting in your pocket, lying on your desk, or forgotten inside a jar at home and wondered if one tiny coin could change your life forever? Millions of people spend dimes every single day without giving them a second thought. They buy coffee, pay for parking, receive them as change at grocery stores, or leave them forgotten in car cup holders. Yet history has repeatedly shown that some of the most ordinary-looking coins can become extraordinary treasures. A simple minting mistake, an unusual variety, or an exceptionally preserved example can transform a coin worth only 10 cents into something collectors desperately want. That is exactly why the 2022 D. Roosevelt dime has become a fascinating topic among modern coin collectors and treasure hunters across the United States. The first thing you notice about this coin is how ordinary it appears. It is small, lightweight, and easy to overlook. Most people never examine it closely because it looks almost identical to countless other Roosevelt dimes produced over many decades. But experienced collectors know that appearances can be deceiving. Every new year of coin production creates opportunities for unexpected discoveries. Modern minting technology is incredibly advanced, yet no production process is completely perfect. Tiny differences in striking pressure, die condition, alignment, or planchet preparation can produce coins that are unlike millions of others. These unusual examples often become the center of attention within the collecting community. The 2022 D dime was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the United States Mint's busiest production facilities. The letter D found on the obverse of the coin identifies its place of manufacture. Every day, enormous presses at the Denver Mint produce thousands upon thousands of coins every hour. These machines operate with incredible precision, creating billions of coins over the course of a year. Despite this sophisticated equipment, occasional mint errors can still occur. Those errors are exactly what many collectors hope to discover. One of the reasons the Roosevelt dime remains one of America's most recognized coins is its long history. Introduced in 1946, the series honors President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, whose leadership during difficult periods of American history earned lasting respect. Roosevelt also played an important role in supporting efforts to combat polio through the March of Dimes campaign. Because of that connection, the dime became the chosen denomination to feature his portrait shortly after his passing. Looking closely at the front of the 2022 D dime reveals the familiar portrait of President Roosevelt facing left. Around the portrait appears the national motto, Liberty, while the phrase, In God We Trust, is positioned beside the portrait. The year, 2022, appears clearly below, accompanied by the small but important D Mint mark indicating the Denver Mint. Although these design elements seem simple, they represent decades of artistic tradition and consistency that collectors appreciate. Turning the coin over reveals another iconic design. The reverse displays a torch in the center, symbolizing liberty. On one side of the torch is an olive branch representing peace. On the opposite side is an oak branch symbolizing strength and independence. Encircling these elements are the inscriptions, United States of America, 1 dime, and the motto, E pluribus unum. Every detail has remained familiar to generations of Americans, making the Roosevelt dime one of the country's most enduring coin designs. Physically, the 2022 D Roosevelt dime measures approximately 17.91 millimeters in diameter, with a thickness of about 1.35 millimeters. Its official weight is approximately 2.268 grams. Unlike older silver Roosevelt dimes produced before 1965, modern dimes including the 2022 D issue are composed of a pure copper core sandwiched between outer layers of copper nickel. This clad construction gives the coin its distinctive silver appearance, while allowing the United States Mint to keep production costs manageable. Many new collectors mistakenly believe every old-looking or shiny dime must automatically be valuable. In reality, rarity depends on far more than age. Condition plays an enormous role. A coin that has never entered circulation and retains its original mint luster is usually worth significantly more than one that has been heavily used for years. Collectors examine every detail under magnification, searching for scratches, contact marks, discoloration, weak strikes, or signs of cleaning. Even tiny imperfections can influence a coin's desirability. Professional grading services have transformed modern coin collecting by providing consistent evaluations of condition. Coins are assigned grades on the internationally recognized Sheldon scale ranging from 1 to 70. A coin graded MS-70 represents a virtually flawless example with no visible imperfections under magnification. Such perfect examples are extremely difficult to obtain because even careful handling during production can leave microscopic marks. High-grade modern coins often attract significant attention when population numbers remain low. For many collectors, the thrill lies not simply in owning a coin, but in discovering something unusual before anyone else does. Mint errors continue to capture imaginations because they represent genuine production anomalies. Among the most desirable possibilities are double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, broad strikes, wrong planchet errors, die chips, retained cuds, missing clad layers, and dramatic strike-through errors. While these errors are relatively uncommon, they demonstrate that even modern coins can surprise experienced collectors. A double die occurs when the working die receives more than one misaligned impression during its creation, producing noticeable doubling on letters, numbers, or design elements. Unlike ordinary machine doubling, a genuine double die originates during die manufacturing and can be highly collectible depending on its visibility and rarity. Collectors frequently inspect the date, mint mark area, lettering, and Roosevelt's profile using magnification in hopes of identifying such characteristics. Another fascinating possibility involves off-center strikes. Normally, a coin blank is perfectly positioned beneath the dies before being struck. If the blank shifts during striking, part of the design may be missing, while a blank crescent remains visible. The greater the percentage of the off-center strike, provided the date and mint mark remain identifiable, the more desirable the coin may become to collectors. Wrong planchet errors are especially exciting because they involve a coin being struck on a blank intended for another denomination or another type of coin entirely. Such mistakes occur extremely rarely within modern mint operations because of extensive quality control procedures. When authenticated by reputable grading services, these unusual pieces often attract strong collector interest due to their scarcity and the remarkable story behind their creation. Die cracks develop after repeated use, as tremendous striking pressure gradually weakens the steel dies. Small fractures appear first, eventually transferring raised lines onto coins struck afterward. While many die cracks are minor and common, larger or more dramatic examples can become collectible because they document the natural aging process of mint equipment. Collectors also pay close attention to strike quality. A fully struck Roosevelt dime displays sharp details throughout the portrait, lettering, torch, olive branch, and oak branch. Weakly struck examples may show softer details, especially in intricate design areas. Strong strikes with brilliant original surfaces often command premiums over average examples, particularly when certified in exceptionally high mint state grades. One of the greatest misconceptions surrounding modern coins is the belief that every internet story about million-dollar coins is true. In reality, extraordinary prices are usually achieved only by exceptionally rare coins possessing unique historical importance, famous pedigrees, remarkable preservation, or spectacular mint errors. While some coins have indeed sold for astonishing sums at major auctions, such prices are the exception rather than the rule. That reality makes careful research and professional authentication incredibly important before assuming any coin is extraordinarily valuable. Even so, treasure hunting remains exciting precisely because remarkable discoveries continue to happen. Every year collectors search through bank rolls, mint sets, pocket change, estate collections, and inherited coin jars. Occasionally someone uncovers an overlooked variety or unusual error that had gone unnoticed for years. Stories like these inspire thousands of people to inspect every coin more carefully, hoping their next discovery could become the highlight of their collection. And for many enthusiasts, the search itself is just as rewarding as the destination. Every dime examined tells part of America's continuing story, one of craftsmanship, history, technology, and the enduring excitement of never knowing whether the next ordinary-looking coin might turn out to be something truly extraordinary. The excitement surrounding modern coin collecting continues to grow because every new year of production creates another chapter in the history of American coinage. While billions of coins are produced annually, collectors understand that the true challenge is separating ordinary circulation pieces from the few examples that stand out because of exceptional preservation, unusual minting characteristics, or verified production errors. That is why so many experienced numismatists carefully examine every 2022 D. Roosevelt dime they encounter instead of simply spending it. One of the first habits professional collectors develop is learning how to inspect a coin correctly. Rather than holding it under a single dim light, they use bright white lighting and a quality magnifying glass or microscope. They slowly rotate the coin while examining every letter, every number, every branch, and every detail of Roosevelt's portrait. Tiny differences that are invisible to the naked eye often become much easier to recognize under magnification. This careful inspection process has led to many fascinating discoveries throughout the history of coin collecting. Another important factor is understanding the difference between genuine mint errors and ordinary damage that occurs after a coin enters circulation. A coin that has been scratched, bent, drilled, or exposed to harsh chemicals may look unusual, but those forms of damage generally reduce collector value rather than increase it. Genuine mint errors occur during the manufacturing process at the mint, long before the coin reaches the public. Learning to recognize this distinction saves collectors from costly mistakes and helps them focus on coins with real numismatic significance. Roll hunting has become one of the most popular hobbies among collectors searching for modern rarities. Banks often provide unopened rolls of dimes that have never been searched. Enthusiasts purchase these rolls, examine every single coin, separate anything interesting, and return the remaining coins to circulation. Although finding a major rarity is uncommon, the thrill of possibility keeps collectors coming back. Every unopened roll represents another opportunity to discover an overlooked variety or a dramatic mint error. Some collectors focus exclusively on coins with exceptional eye appeal. Original mint luster, bright surfaces, and strong strike quality often make a coin more attractive than one showing years of wear. Even if two coins share the same date and mint mark, the one with fewer contact marks and sharper details may be considerably more desirable. This emphasis on quality explains why certified high-grade examples can command premiums over ordinary circulation pieces. Storage also plays an essential role in preserving value. Coins should never be cleaned or polished in an attempt to make them look newer. Cleaning often creates microscopic scratches that permanently alter the original surface, something experienced collectors and grading services can easily detect. Instead, coins should be stored in inert holders, capsules, or archival quality flips that protect them from moisture, fingerprints, and environmental contamination. Many beginners are surprised to learn how much research goes into identifying collectible varieties. Specialists compare coins with official references, study photographs, review grading population reports, and follow auction results. They understand that knowledge is often more valuable than luck. The more someone studies coin diagnostics, the better their chances of recognizing an important discovery when it finally appears. Technology has also changed the hobby dramatically. High-resolution digital photography allows collectors to enlarge images and examine details that once required expensive equipment. Online communities bring together experts from around the world who share discoveries, discuss newly identified varieties, and help authenticate unusual finds. What might once have remained unnoticed in a coin jar can now quickly become the subject of discussion among thousands of enthusiasts. The Roosevelt Dime series continues to attract new collectors because it combines affordability with genuine collecting challenges. Completing a date and mint collection requires patience, attention to detail, and a willingness to learn. Some collectors aim only for circulated examples, while others pursue brilliant uncirculated coins or professionally graded specimens. Still others specialize in error coins, searching for pieces that stand apart from the ordinary. It is also worth remembering that headlines claiming everyday coins are worth millions should always be approached with caution. Extraordinary prices are typically associated with exceptionally rare coins that have been authenticated, graded, and sold through reputable auction houses. Most 2022 dimes found in circulation are worth their face value of 10 cents, while premium values are generally reserved for coins with verified errors or outstanding condition. The most reliable way to determine whether a coin is special is through careful examination and, when appropriate, professional authentication. That perspective does not make the search any less exciting. In fact, it makes each discovery more meaningful. Every coin you inspect teaches you something new about minting, design, history, and craftsmanship. Over time, your knowledge grows, your eye becomes sharper, and your appreciation for the hobby deepens. Whether you eventually uncover a scarce variety, a dramatic mint error, or simply assemble a beautiful collection, the experience itself becomes rewarding. Imagine opening an old jar of change that has been sitting untouched for years. You pour hundreds of coins across a table, separating pennies from nickels, nickels from quarters, and finally noticing a handful of Roosevelt dimes. At first glance, they all appear identical, but then one catches your attention. The strike looks unusually sharp. The surfaces still shimmer with original mint brilliance. Under magnification, you notice something that seems different from the others. Your heart begins to race as curiosity replaces routine. Moments like these are what make coin collecting such a fascinating hobby. Every coin carries the possibility, however small, of revealing something unexpected. History has shown that remarkable discoveries often come from ordinary places: pocket change, family collections, estate sales, forgotten drawers, and unopened bank rolls. Those stories continue to inspire new generations of collectors to slow down, pay attention, and appreciate the details most people overlook. So before you spend your next dime without thinking, take a closer look. Check the date. Find the mint mark. Examine the lettering, the torch, the olive branch, the oak branch, and the edges. Compare it with reliable references and learn what genuine mint errors look like. You may not find a rare coin today, or even this year, but every great collection begins with a single coin and a curious mind. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of the 2022 Roosevelt dime, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next coin hunting adventure. We explore rare pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, and silver coins from across American history, sharing the stories, designs, minting secrets, and collector insights that make this hobby so exciting. Until next time, keep checking your pocket change, keep learning, and remember that sometimes the smallest coins hold the biggest stories. Happy collecting, and thanks for watching.